What's going on, guys? As most of you know, last night I made a video called 5 Things I Would Change in Naruto, and that video got so much positive feedback and everyone was having a good time in the comments. We were all having a conversation. It was just good vibes and just a great time in general. So much so that I decided to make this new series called Things I Would Change. It's going to be a weekly series, so from now on, every Saturdays is going to be something different, like things I would change in Fairy Tail, Hunter x Hunter, etc, etc. And I'm not done with Naruto. I'm going to come back at some point and do 5 more things I would change in Naruto. But today, I'm just making this video to kind of explain that I had such a good time talking to you guys yesterday, and I'm going to make this a weekly thing. So this week, you got the one from yesterday about Naruto, the one today, which this video is right now, and then the one this coming up Saturday. So you guys got 3 this week, but from now on it will be at least 1 a week, and that will be on Saturdays. But today I want to talk about 5 anime that I think need a reboot sometime in the near or far future. And today this list will have no spoilers, so if I mention a series that you are into, that you have seen the anime of but not the manga, you don't have to click away this time. I promise I'm not gonna hurt your heart. Okay, number 5, it's kind of strange considering this anime just finished less than a week ago as of the time of this video. School Live. Now, School Live is an amazing anime. I love it. It was beautiful. There were feels all over the place. The first episode mind fucked the hell out of me. I'm like, what's going on here? But after reading the manga, after watching the final episode 12, I believe, the manga, let's just say many things are different, and I think the danger in the manga is way above that in the anime. I'm not going to go into details, but so many things are different to the point where when it's time to leave the school, the girls have been through much more than they have in the actual anime. So if you're into reading manga, I definitely suggest that you read it, because the second season of the anime and the manga, they're going to go in 2 different directions, so you can actually read the manga without spoiling yourself on too much, more than likely. But next, Akame ga Kill, yet another amazingly executed anime, but with the manga still going on, and characters like Tatsumi and Mine, and a few characters that were killed off and the anime is still alive in the manga, makes me wonder, like, where is the manga going to go from here? And there are some power-ups and some epic things and some characters just completely left out from the manga in the anime. This has me like, I want to see this shit animated. Like, if this gets animated with the right music, with the right voice acting, with the right feels, Akame ga Kill could have been so much greater. And I think that's what messed up its ratings, because people who just watched the anime only, they were like, oh yeah, this shit is epic. But people who were expecting it to take the route of the manga were like, oh man, this is not what I was hyped for. Like, I was waiting on such and such and such to happen, but it never did. Not saying Akame ga Kill is bad by any means. Like, I love the manga and the anime in their own different way. I just want there to be another one where they actually go through and finish up what they started, because there's so much more that needs to be explored with this show. Next up is Soul Eater, kind of an older one compared to the other ones I've been talking about so far, but if you are familiar with the Soul Eater anime, you more than likely have read the manga, simply because it's one of the series that I see every time I talk about it. Like, did you read the manga? The manga is so much better, blah, 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 blah. And I have read the manga and seen the anime. But I mean, the anime is fucking amazing. Like, I was fine with that. I didn't even have to read the manga. But after reading it, I was like, wow, Soul could have been this and this and this, but they decided to cut it off where they did. So with that being said, there's so much more Soul Eater has to offer us, man. It's just so fucking epic. I love Soul Eater to death. And the next to last one, like one of the most debated series in like the past few years, Tokyo Ghoul. I truly love Tokyo Ghoul and Tokyo Ghoul Root A, although every single person that I can think of that has read the manga despises Tokyo Ghoul Root A. Personally, me, I did despise it at first, I'm not going to lie, because some changes they made is just the exact opposite of what really happened. And if there is a season 3 of the Tokyo Ghoul anime, we're not going to get the read that we know and love. Like, there's going to be some filler stuff, like the entire thing. But I mean, just the final episode with Kaneki walking with Hide, and just so many things that have been changed that has improved the series for the better. That's all well and good, but we know what the anime is missing out on. We know about Kaneki's development, the true nature of Centipede, because the Centipede in the Tokyo Ghoul anime is not the Centipede we know and love. And there are some characters that have not even been introduced. There were some fights that were completely skipped over, some motivation for some fights that don't even make sense. So that needs a reboot, considering that it's only at 24 episodes in total. I can actually see them doing a reboot now before it gets too late, because Hunter x Hunter, it got a little bit further and then it decided to reboot in 2011, which was the right decision. But I hope we don't get that far and then get a reboot. They need to start this over right now while we're still kind of towards the beginning. But last but most definitely not least, the thing that I think that needs a reboot the most is Elfen Lied. Now, I've heard rumors, and I hear it like almost every time I check my email, that someone has been talking about rebooting Elfen Lied, which I'm crossing my fingers. I am praying to the anime and manga gods that this is true, because Elfen Lied is by far my favorite manga. Now that I've actually reread it, I reread the whole thing last night. It's just that addictive. The ending, man, just the finale of Coda and Lucy is just beautiful. It is literally the only manga in this entire earth that has actually brought tears to my eyes. I mean, there have been anime that have done that, but I mean, you have to think about it. Anime, there's music, there's voice acting, there's feels that you can actually hear and see and whatnot, whereas manga is just, you know, what you see is what you get. But for a black and white, you know, illustration and words to make me tear up, that's never happened before. And with that being said, that's really all I have to say about Elfen Lied. It's just that so much stuff has been changed in the anime from the manga. It's just mind-boggling why they did not think to include that beautiful ending of the manga into this anime. And this one suffers more than what Tokyo Ghoul did, because Tokyo Ghoul, all the characters are there, but they just do different roles and they're about different things. But in Elfen Lied, there are characters completely like not there at all. And like the music box in the Elfen Lied anime, in the manga, the role of the music box is an actual person. So for them to like replace a character and turn it into a music box and just a few other things like that, it just kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. But the Elfen Lied anime is awesome. I have the Blu-ray and the extra OVA DVD and everything. Don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on any of these shows, but this is just a list of 5 different anime that I would like to see follow the manga route. I mean, don't get rid of the original anime by any means, because like I said, I love all of them that I've mentioned, but there's just a few more things that the manga inspired me and got me excited for that I did not ultimately get to see animated. Like, I may never get to see that beautiful finale with Lucy and Coda. I may never get to see that animated. I may never get to see that song at the end. There's so many things that I want that the anime did not do, but the anime did do a few extra things that I would not have thought of otherwise. So either way is okay. But tell me what you guys think. What are 5 anime that you think need a reboot, or 5 seasons that need a part 2 or part 3 or whatever? What should I talk about next? Leave it in the comments. Anyway, this has been jbDAuchiha. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.